As you guys know, I haven't talked about the rewrite in a little while because that's because I've been hard at work. And in fact, I want to give you guys quite a big update because I want to give you guys I want to talk about the progress. So the progress is pretty much 50% of the synopsis are done. I've made some big changes. So the first thing I want to talk about is I have every single Ask companion returning for at least one episode each before I had them all back for the Masters 8. Yeah, I have given at least each companion at least one dedicated episode. A few will have a few, like the Alola Gang, and Serena, Dawn, and May will be in the same arc. I'll explain to you more on that later on. Yeah, so every single companion will be shown in their own individual episode, which I feel like, which is something Journeys did fail to do, which is to give everyone their own dedicated episode. So I've done that here. The next thing I want to talk about is how does the Journeys team look? So the Journeys team in the rewrite is, so these 6 remain, but then I've also added on a few new Pokemon added on. So I gave Ash Rillaboom, I gave Ash Saguki since in my opinion that's the starter that I believe fits Ash the best. I've also given him some other Pokemon like Beartic, which by the way is the same one for episode 4 of Angry Pokemon Master. Cause I incorporate some of the episode into the main rewrite, and I'll talk about Angry Pokemon Master later on here. And I also got Urshifu, and then of course in Angry Pokemon Master I'm gonna have Ascat, Salalias, and then a few other Pokemon. I don't know who else I'll be adding on for that yet. So the next one is the Mastered 8. So it is the same lineup, but I have had some people having a line there. But like I've said, like I've mentioned, I'm doing an Align rematch with Ash, and I would have a line there for other reasons. But yeah, turn to this, Leon is very relevant throughout like a lot of the series. I've ensured that he appears a lot because obviously main journeys Leon didn't appear that much. I've also gave a little backstory on how Iris became the Universe Champion, and you'll see that in the rewrite as well. I've made sure that every single Master 8 member has at least one episode before the Masters tournament. But yeah, and speaking of the Masters tournament, a lot of Ash's older Pokemon I am bringing back. Like I'm bringing back Pidgeot, Butterfree, Lapras, and pretty much all of the release guys are coming back one last time. I was like, if I'm honest with you, since we know that the Quadratron Ash is still leaving my version, kind of. He's not going to be the main after this Journeys rewrite. But I'm bringing back all of the guys that he hasn't released, and I'm bringing them all back to Oak Lab. Some that obviously there are a few differences. Like I have a Ash has a Tyranitar. Greninja isn't released in my version, but most of these guys will come back. Then as well, Angry Pokemon Master. The big thing is that this arc is a lot different than how to train a Pokemon. Firstly, there's a lot more battles. It's also longer. It's going to be about 30 episodes, 20 to 30 episodes, which is quite a lot. But I want to make sure I get everything that I want done in that arc done. And the thing that in these 11 episodes, they ain't going to show everything that Ash Pokemon back on his team. So that's also something I'm trying in the rewrite. I'm having Ash rotate his teams every now and then. Mainly for the companion return episodes, I have older Pokemon appearing, but also Masters tournament and that. But the biggest thing So that's all the progress so far. But honestly, the biggest part, I'm gonna be doing stuff that people have never done with their own rewrites, which is I'm announcing voice acting and animation. Yes, this will be fully animated and fully voice acted. And if you want to become a voice actor, or if you want to do some voice acting for the rewrite, DM me on Discord. And yeah, DM me on Discord or DM me in the anime chat if you're in that group or for an active server. And I will, and obviously you will need some practicing before I can decide. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you all again next time.